All right, we're
Oh,
live
there we go.
again.
We are live again. Yeah. Scott killed the stream. When he left, he's killed the stream. I'm gonna be seeing him in about an hour. I'm gonna kill that.
Make him do some serious shot. He's got to do some penance for that. He's got to do some fucking forfeits. I'm there reading the statement like an idiot, like this long ass statement. Look up. Oh, we're not live. For fuck's sake. Yeah, Scott's just messaged. I think I crashed the stream coming out. Sorry, lads.
Didn't crash it. You've pressed end the stream, you dickhead.
Oh.
Right. All right. Okay. All
now
right,
we've got one
right.
viewer. Great. Thank you for
that's fine.
Viewer.
That's fine. Everyone, Dan and Nikki stopped the stream. Yeah, we know, mate. Yeah. No, actually, Dan and Nikki didn't stop the stream. Scott stopped the stream.
Yeah. He left, and he was like, you know what?
He left. He didn't want anyone to see his video. That's what it was. Right. So Lucas Paketa, let's get into this. Unless it's going to be a bit of a weird dynamic, but Lucas Paketa has been sort of accused of all sorts of things over the last couple of weeks. He's come out with a statement. Dan, do you want to read the statement?
Yeah, let me get the statement. I've read this. For those who don't know, I've read this full statement out already, not realizing that we weren't live. So I'll read it out again for your benefit. I am frustrated and upset to have read recent misleading and inaccurate press articles published in both England and Brazil claiming to disclose information about my case. Some of that information is entirely false and appears designed to undermine my position. I am also concerned that although they are false and misleading, these articles are clearly sourced from an individual close to the case. The FA proceedings are supposed to be confidential, and they are extremely serious for me and my family. The continued leaking and publication of inaccurate information in the press is now putting at risk my chance of receiving a fair hearing. I have therefore instructed my lawyers to write to the FA to request that they conduct a thorough investigation into how information about the case, even if inaccurate, is finding its way into the public domain. I continue to deny these charges against me and look forward to demonstrating my innocence. So a very strong statement there from Lucas Paketa.
Yeah, very strong. Very serious allegations. Obviously, there's a lot on the line for Lucas Paketa, and you've got to feel sorry for him. I mean, you know, the information that I believe is leaked is to do with a mobile phone. So they requested his mobile phone for 2 months. They had it for 2 months. Premier League football isn't going to sit there around with a fucking no phone for 2 months. They went and bought a new one. They gave it back to him, and then they've requested it again. Now, there's only going to be 2 places that know anything about that. That's going to be people in the FA and people at the club. The club are not going to release statements like that, although they might, and we'll discuss that in a second. You know, just for one-upmanship. This is the thing about the in the knows, isn't it? You know, someone knows and someone's told.
Yeah.
Lucas Paketa is now going to be seeking legal advice about it. So if anyone's leaked it, whoever's leaked it is going to be fucking in trouble. So it's serious, Dan. It's just a serious situation.
Yeah, and do you know what? Like, everything about this case just smells off to me. It's something's very, very off. From the first report that we saw about the Lucas's phone, when they took his mobile phone, had it for 2 months, gave it back to him after he bought himself a new phone, and then after, look at him, look, he's in there. Look at this guy. Sorry,
sorry. I know. You wait till I get there.
You got to do some penance, Scott, mate. But yeah, so yeah, they had his phone. Obviously, he threw away the old phone because he'd got a new phone, and then they'd come and ask for the phone, and they're trying to charge him with obstruction. So it seems like they know they need to win this case, not just to save face, but to avoid potential follow-up, legal issues from Paketa and West Ham potentially, and even Man City, who tried to sign the player. There's a lot of fallout that can happen if they lose this case, and they know it. And it seems like they're trying to play dirty. And this, to me, seems one of their ways of playing dirty, undermine his defense by leaking
Yeah,
information.
yeah. But I think the problem is that the FA are going to find in, and I hope this is because, and I'm going to say this now, the guy's career's on the line. They're pushing for a life ban. They want to make an example of him. There's somebody in there leaking information. There's somebody in there leaking information which could damage his case. Now, this all coming out is undermining him. And it's massive. This is not leaking the team news of a Saturday. This is leaking, details of a situation that could destroy someone's career. Now, I don't know why. I think it'd be a travesty of justice. And I said this the other day that football would want to ban someone with the talent of Lucas Paqueta for something. I know I'm biased, and I know, but I don't see it as that serious. I don't see this as serious as a sort of match fixing and all that. They've got people refereeing in the World Cup that have been caught match fixing and let back into the game, and you want to ruin a talent like that for a couple of people that have put £6 bets on in Brazil. Look, I know it's against the rules. I know that it should be more, but they've got to prove it. Null and void for me, the trial. Null and void for me. As soon as that sort of thing comes out, null and void. It puts him in a worse position. It puts him in a worse position. People knowing like the details of it. Why they've requested a phone after 2 years? This has been going on nearly 2 years. Remember, yeah. This coming up when it's December, January's hearing. That's a year and a half. I think that's got to be delayed again another 6 months until they do this investigation because. If I was Lucas Paqueta, I wouldn't want people knowing the ins and outs of it. This is his career on the line, and it's confidential. Everything that is his defense is confidential. No matter whether you want to say it is or it isn't, he's got a right to confidentiality. It's football's corrupt anyway, and I think this could be the stop of the leaks. You know what I'm getting pissed off with, and I'm going to say this now, yeah. I'm getting pissed off with people fighting things in courtrooms now over a football pitch. It seems like whether it be fighting for points, whether it be like Man City getting to court, lawyers and all this. This is what happens when it becomes a game of corporate greed. That's what happens. It's corrupt. People want to stop people from doing this. People want to stop people from doing that. These have got to try and save face by making by making someone a big scapegoat. It's coming out of hand, And until they get their own fucking their own house right and stop people telling the press, get the press's nose out of it, then I can't see how you can. It's a fair trial. I can't see how it can be.
Well, like fortunately for Paqueta and us, we've helped him get this high flying lawyer who's very, very good lawyer, represented Leicester, stopping them getting their points deduction. So I'm sure he was behind that statement. So I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but this is what I'm so confused about. This is football, right? They let a guy, and I don't mean this to be rudely, right? They let a guy come back who was caught match fixing. Yeah, he's refereeing in the top leagues. He's refereeing in the Euros. He's refereeing like top games. Yeah, this is a referee. This is a referee, yeah. The one that Jude Bellingham was talking about before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he referee our semi-final, the Holland-England game.
Yeah. So
yeah, right. This is a referee. I'm not being funny. Yeah. Any fucker can pick up a fucking whistle and become a referee. Anybody, me or you, and get to the top of the game. And they're not that fucking good. Yeah. So why would you let someone that you could replace easily work his way back into the game? Talent like Lucas Paqueta is, it's blessed upon a very few people. So why would you want that talent out the game, but let a referee walk back in, who's been blatantly caught manipulating results?
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure referees are their employees, right? Aren't they? They work for them directly. So that's what I mean. They're looking after their own.
Yeah, that is exactly it. They're looking after their own, and they're trying to make a scapegoat. They're trying to put their iron fist back into football by burning someone like Lucas Paqueta. If he played for Manchester City, it wouldn't be happening.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now. If he already played for Manchester City, this would not be happening. It is blatant, and the whole thing stinks, and the whole thing needs a reset. The whole thing, from top to bottom, they don't know their own fucking rules, Dan. And you can tell it by, the Leicester case they've just lost, the court case they've just lost against Man City. They don't know what fucking rules they are. They don't know. They can't keep a hold of this anymore. It's become too big for them. So they're trying to get they're trying to get hold of a case where they can put their fucking grip on it and say, right, look, we're in control here. We're in control. We decide who plays and who doesn't. This is what they're trying to do to Lucas Paqueta, and he's completely right.
Yeah, he is, and that's the thing. Like, to me, what it comes down to is I think it's very hard to prove what they're trying to convict him of unless they got that community. This is why the phone was so critical, because he never made the bets, right? So the allegation is that it was his family members, people that he knew, or people in
not only his family members. It was people on Paketa Island, the place where he comes from.
People from his hometown, all of that stuff made these bets. So the case, the whole prosecution rests on being able to prove that he communicated with the people making the bets and told them, right, I'm going to get a yellow card in this game, put a bet on.
Yeah.
They need to be able to prove that, because the bets alone aren't evidence. And again, the yellow cards aren't evidence, because we've seen stupid yellow cards in multiple games. So they need the communication. Now, that's why they want the phone. If they had the phone for 2 months, that's what I'm saying. If they had the phone for 2 months and didn't get everything that they needed to the point they needed to get the phone again back, that tells me that they haven't been able to find what they need. They seem desperate to me. They seem like they're scrambling. And I'm very confident, and this will come back to bite me, but I'm very confident Lucas Paqueta will beat this case. And they're going to try and do everything they can to make sure that doesn't happen, because they don't look like idiots. They look like clowns. And I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, we've got to start wrapping it up now. Just quickly, Dan. Yeah. Thomas Tuchel, England job. What do you think?
Listen, I think it's a good signing. I think it's a massive upgrade. It's been massively controversial, this signing. I get it. Some people are gaslighting people, saying, "Oh, it's xenophobic or whatever." There is a football rivalry between England and Germany. There's been a football rivalry.
I think the Daily Mail headline was one of the worst ones I've ever seen. I honestly do. It's a black day for England.
That's what I'm saying. It's too dramatic. Like, this is the thing. Yes, it's ideal, and I understand the belief of our best versus your best, and we should get the best England managers. But England managers have not been cutting it. This should shame all of them into doing better, because it's a disgrace that not one English manager has won our league. Not one.
Somebody said it's the Daily Star. It was definitely the Daily Mail.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So it's an indictment on the state of English managers, and they need to be
we've
better.
had an Italian in charge. We've had a Swede in charge. It's not the first. It's not like we've turned on our own. We've got an Irishman in charge now. Irishman. I think it's disgraceful. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Pep Guardiola for me all day long. They should have went all out to go and get Pep Guardiola for me. I'm not Thomas Tuchel's biggest fan, but that's just me. But just to say, headlines like it's a dark day for England and all that, black day for England, absolute disgraceful. And that's just the fucking state of that newspaper. I've always had problems with that paper.
But again, it's like people were begging for Pep. And then all of a sudden, like, we get Tuchel and our foreign managers, we can't have a foreign manager.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is right now. And you look at other nations, you go to other nations that don't have managers from their country because they're not good enough, right? You can go around the globe and look at all these nations. You've got flipping Steve McLaren as the Jamaican manager, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean? So it's just the thing. And listen, I think Tuchel, he's won the Champions League, he's won trophies. He is a top manager. He's a massive upgrade on Gareth Southgate. No one can say any different. And that's what I'm happy with. And he's a massive upgrade on Lee Carsley as well. So could have done a lot worse. And this could be a best chance of winning something. So we'll see.
Right. Have we got this song queued up, Dan?
We got it ready. We got it up.
Right. As again, go and sign up for Fan Team. Link is in the description down below. Thank you to them for sponsoring this video. Thank you very much for you guys. Scott is going to get killed when I get to go and see him, but thank you very much. Subscribe if you're new. But this is The One and Tony by Scott.
I am the one and only. Oh yeah. Call me by my name, or call me by my number. You put me through it, I'll still be doing it the way I do it. And yet, you try to make me forget who I really am. Don't tell me I know best. I'm not the same as all the rest. I am the one and only. Nobody I'd rather be. I am the one and only. Can't take that away from me. I've been a player in the crowd scene, a flicker on the big screen. My soul embraces one more in a million faces. High hopes and aspirations and years, but my station may be. Out all this time I've tried to walk with dignity and pride. I am the one and only. Nobody I'd rather be. I am the one and only. You can't take that away from me. I can't wear this uniform without some compromises, because you'll find out that we come in different shapes and sizes. No one can be myself like I can. For this job I'm the best man. And while this may be true, you are the one and only you. Woo-hoo. Oh yeah. Ooh. The one and only. I am the one and only. Nobody I'd rather be. I am the one and only. You can't take that away from me.
West Ham Fan TV. I am never losing a fan team bet ever again. This forfeit has been fun. Massive thanks to Ellie for making me sound half decent and teaching me a few tricks. So yeah, massive thank you. Make sure you subscribe.
Final thoughts, mate. How'd you find it?
Nerve-wracking but fun.
He had fun. I'm not happy with it.
Hey!
Here we go. Well, thank you very much for joining us. One thing left to say from us tonight.
Come on, you Irons.